In my mouth is a desert, running dry on the tip of my tongue. I can taste your lies, how to measure the love you throw around. I could never hold you down. You're tall as the so full of emotion. You're tall as the ocean, so full of emotion. You're tall as the ocean.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joseph. Today's video we're going to be playing with LED lights. These lights were provided to me by Nanlite to Impact Photo stores. I've been using them for quite a while and I want to show you how I'm going to be creating these amazing portraits using these LED lights. But before we begin, if you want to get anything concerning photo and video, be it camera equipment, lenses, lights, stands, tripods, whatever it is, do check out Impact Photo Store. I'm going to leave a link down below. They're right here in Accra, Ghana, and they ship worldwide. So whatever you want to get, just check out their website and they will be able to sort you out. I have been playing with these Nanlites for quite a while. I've put them through different tests, different real world tests. I've shot commercials with it. I've shot images for clients, videos. I've put it everywhere that you can think of. I've used it outdoors, I've used it in the studio. It's been everywhere with me. I think for some time now, it has actually replaced my strobe kits because I don't use strobes anymore. I don't remember the last time I actually used a strobe. And the main advantage or the main reason why I think I am gravitating towards using LED lights these days is the fact that, number one, I'm shooting with mirrorless, and with mirrorless, what you see in terms of exposure is what you're going to get when you click the shutter button. And so it makes it easier for me to be able to figure out how my lighting is going to affect the scene, how the intensity I'm at is going to affect the scene, how my camera settings are also going to affect the scene. And it just makes me work a lot faster because when you're doing commercial work, when you're working for clients, time really is important. And the more efficient you're able to get things done, the more the clients will trust you and the more they will recommend your services to other people, just because you're not wasting their time, you're not wasting your time, and then you also are able to deliver your work right on time. Another thing about these LED lights is also the color accuracy. When I switched over to these Nanlites, I realized that the colors in my images were just looking different, and even without color grading them or forcing out, some muted colors, everything just looked balanced, everything just looked great. Skin tones were amazing, and for me it's becoming harder and harder to move back to strobes because of all those processes that you have to go through before you're able to get a decent looking image. So again, I'm saving time, I'm getting great colors in my images, and it's just a great workaround for the way I work. Now, LEDs may not be great for every single situation. For example, if I really want to freeze some fast motion or something of that sort, at least for the ones that I have, it's not going to be powerful enough for me to be able to crank my shutter and then freeze motion. But with that said, I'm able to boost my ISO up and then crank my shutter and then still use these lights to freeze some level or some amount of motion, because I'm not shooting sports, I'm not shooting people who are running, I'm not shooting anything that's really, really fast paced. And so the way I'm able to work around with these lights and the way it's able to blend in my workflow just make sure I'm really able to get the images that I want. So before you also go ahead and then do a complete switch, do test it out. If you can rent some of these lights out, do that, test it out and see if it's something that you can integrate into your workflow. I know I've been saying so much about these lights, but let's just move on to the actual photo shoot that we had today and let me tell you how everything came together. So what I wanted to do was play with hard lights, right? I wanted to have some definition in terms of the shadows and exposure. I wanted it to be a little bit moody, and I also just wanted it to look a little bit different. And so the color temperature of the lights, because these are bicolor lights, I was able to move it from a cold tone into a warm tone, and this just allowed the image to look a lot warmer. I also did move up my Kelvin in camera just to enhance that, and I even further went ahead in color grading to shift these colors towards a warm tone. Now you will also see that on top of my camera I've added a flash, but this flash is not really here to illuminate the scene or affect exposure in any way. Its job here primarily is to help with the reflective nature of the dress. So what she was wearing had some beadings and some sequins in them, and I attached a star filter on top of my lens, and I wanted to catch some reflections in terms of light to create stars, that star effect in the images. I wasn't really able to dial it in because everything was moving. She was moving, I was moving, and so we didn't really have that. And also the flash was set to a very low power because again, I didn't want it to really affect the scene. I just wanted it to hit certain parts of these reflective elements and then create those star effects. So when it worked, but for the majority of the shots, I think it just added a bit of haze and glow to the reflective parts of the dress, and I still think I was able to get some really good looking images. So my main light, which was the FC300, I had a Fresnel on there because I wanted to create a focus light just to illuminate her face. And then I threw in the FC500 into the PJBM projection attachment from Nanlite and then created this texture in the backdrop just to add more separation and interest to the image. After that, I placed a tube light right on the side to create a bit of an edge light, and I also warmed that color a little bit because again, the vibe and the mood and the color that we're going for were like warm tones, and I still wanted to stay within that hue. And so because it's an RGB light, I could have gone to any color, but I still stuck with the warm tone because again, it just blended with everything that we were creating. Now for the hair lights, I wanted a very small portable light to put up there, and unfortunately I didn't have any Nanlites that's like that tiny to be able to go up there, and so I had this one from Ulanzi. I just put it at the back. Also, it's a bi-color light, it's battery powered, and then I just cranked it up to a level that illuminated her hair a little bit and added a bit of separation. So in terms of the lighting, this is pretty much how everything came together. We put her in front of a canvas backdrop, and then for the backdrop that we chose, it also did add up to the entire look and feel of the image. I like the texture in it, and what I also loved about this canvas is the color. It has a green, like a warm green brownish tint to it, and I still think that it kept everything in the same hue, and it just helped me create these stunning images. I could have gone for like a brown or like an orange or like a yellow or red backdrop. I felt that it wouldn't have had that texture that I was looking for, and then I could only get that through this canvas that I had. So again, choosing the things that will enhance your vision is also one important part about capturing stunning portraits like this. So knowing your lighting, knowing the kind of mood that you want to convey in your shots, and then using the elements that you're surrounded by to elevate that, like using the gobo, choosing a canvas backdrop like this just to accentuate the whole look, just goes a long way to make your images really stand out. So that's pretty much everything that we did on this shoot. Let me know how you feel about the images in the comments down below. Also check out Impact Photo Store and Nanlite. They have amazing products, and can't wait to show you my next video using these LED lights. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and remember, don't ever give up.